Okay, welcome back to another video about Killer Dolls Battle Arena. And one of the first things that I want to show, there's a couple of things, three things that I want to show. The first one is now the dungeon generator is fully functional, and I can choose different kinds of floors. You can ignore that message because that is because it didn't spawn a player. But well, I can choose between different kinds of floors. For example, you can see here these ones, the previous one you saw that was with one hole in the middle. And for example, I have this other one. So the idea is to have this, and these are not going to be the only ones, right? That there's going to be more floor arrays, but the idea is to have this variation in the floor layout to add extra challenge to the game and all that. So so yeah, I can choose between the different types of floors, and also see this other one, for example. Um, so and also make the different arrays for the floors for making the extra challenge. I can also change the size of the rooms because some arrays may need bigger rooms, some arrays of floors may need smaller rooms. So for example, this is the first type of floor that you encounter, and the different kinds of floors are going to show up as you advance in the game. So it's going to be more like to make things more and more difficult. But for example, this is a completely solid floor, so this could use a smaller room because yeah, it's a very big space. But the ones where you have to dash a lot to go through chasms, you could use slightly bigger rooms because you need more space to move, more space for everything, and so on. So that's the first thing, and also different room floor arrays will have different trap arrays. So like right now, the arrays are just the traps are just showing up in the middle, but I will have different arrays for the traps. So for example, this thing that is showing up here, maybe there's another array that will make it show here, or may show more, and all that also to add variety and extra challenge to the game, because the idea is for this game to be hard, right? So and that's one of the things with the early access that I want to get feedback on that. Another thing is this. So this still doesn't have a real UI design. This is just functional right now. But the plan, the idea here is to have different game slots. So just like, say, Zelda, that when you started the game, you could select a slot and then you would have that slot for the rest of the game. But then if you started a new game, you could select a different slot. So you could have more than one game at the same time. So, for example, say that you start a game with the first doll. So you start here, but then uh, they will be unlocked in the game as you progress. It's not They are not going to be all available at the beginning. So, for example, say that you unlock one of them and you want to try that new doll right away. So you can just go start a new game and select a different slot for that new game. So you will have two games, um, two playthroughs, two games at the same time. So you will then be able to continue with the first one that you started, and then you will be able to continue with the second one, and so on and so forth. So instead of making you wait until you finish the game to start with the new character, you will be able to just start with a new character right away. And so, yeah. And the last thing is that I now have a more, oops, a more final, a more final, a close to final look for the gallery, where I have the girl here on this pedestal, which is still temporary, but the real pedestal will have to wait because that's not a priority right now. And here you can select the character and also select the outfit. See, and also select the pose. So yeah, um, and here you have this thing that says this is to toggle camera rotation mode. So same, and X to camera movement and C to toggle the UI. So if I toggle the UI hides, and then I can operate this thing. So see, and if I press the X, then I can move the camera up and down. And then with this set, see, whatever, I can either choose to rotate the girl or to rotate the light, because it is cool to have this backlight effect sometimes. And yeah, then this, you can take nice screenshots of the girls and all that. So yeah, and if I press the C again, the UI shows up again, and I can choose a different one, and the outfit and pose, or and then just move everything again. So yeah. So in this case, you see it. There's only two right now because there's the only two that are available right now. And with the costumes, my plan is to have all the Killer Dolls United costumes, except that they are going to be nicer looking versions. Like for example, this one that is an improved version of the one that this girl wore in Killer Dolls United in the PlayStation Vita. And so, yeah, and all more poses here. So the uh, just like I said before, the dolls are going to be unlockable, and also the costumes these are going to be unlockable costumes. And also, as you play, you will be able to unlock poses and things like that. So, yeah. And lastly, Killer Dolls Battle Arena is going to be in the Steam Fest in a couple of months. I um, so we'll have a demo for this game soon-ish in the next in May, I think, and and um, and yeah. So then the game is going to launch on early access at some point after the fest, um, depending on how much content it has. Um, but yeah, that's how things are looking right now. So I will keep you updated with the demo and everything else. And thanks for watching. If you like what you see, then please subscribe, press the like button, share it with your friends, all that good stuff. And see you next time.